It is said that soon after his enlightenment, the Buddha passed a man on the road who was struck by the Buddha's extraordinary radiance and peaceful presence. The man stopped and asked, "My friend, what are you? Are you a celestial being or a god?" "No," said the Buddha. "Well then, are you some kind of magician or wizard?" Again the Buddha answered, "No." "Are you a man?" "No." "Well, my friend, then what are you?" The Buddha replied, "I am awake." The word Buddha means one who is awake. It is the experience of awakening to the truth of life that is offered in the Buddhist tradition. For 2,500 years, the practices and teachings of Buddhism have offered a systematic way to see clearly and live wisely. They have offered a way to discover liberation within our own bodies and minds in the midst of this very troubled world. History records that the Buddha was born as a prince in an ancient kingdom of northern India. Although as a youth, he was protected by his mother and father in the beautiful palaces. As he grew older, the Buddha encountered what we must all face, the inevitable sorrows of life. He saw the loss of all things we hold dear, and the aging, sickness, and death that comes to every human being. Seeing this, he chose to renounce his royal title and all of his riches and leave his palace to become a seeker of truth, searching for the end of human sorrow and suffering, searching for freedom in the face of the senseless round of birth and death. For some years, the Buddha practiced as a Asteriya yoga in the forests of India. In time, he realized that his extreme asceticism had brought him no more freedom than his previous indulgence of worldly pleasure. Instead, he saw that human freedom must come from practicing a life of inner and outer balance, and he called this discovery the middle path. Having seen this, the Buddha seated himself under a great banyan tree and vowed to find liberation in the face of the forces that bring suffering to humankind. He felt himself assaulted by these forces, by fear, attachment, greed, hatred, delusion, temptation, and doubt. The Buddha sat in the midst of these forces with his heart open and his mind clear until he could see into the depths of human consciousness, until he discovered a place of peace at the center of them all. This was his enlightenment, the discovery of nirvana, the freeing of his heart from entanglements in all the conditions of the world. The realization of truth that he touched that night was so profound that his teachings about it have continued to inspire and enlighten people all over the world to this very day. Over centuries, 1.5 billion people, 1/4 of the human race, have followed the Buddha's way. From the Buddha's enlightenment, two great powers were awakened in him: transcendental wisdom and universal compassion. Setting in motion the wheel of Dharma, the Buddha wandered first to the deer park in Benares and gave instructions to the yogas who had practiced with him in the forest. After this, For 45 years, he brought the teachings of wisdom and compassion to all who would listen. These teachings, which the Buddha called the Dharma, or way, are an invitation to follow the path of enlightenment. They are an invitation to all who hear them to discover their own Buddha nature. The freedom and great heart of compassion that is possible for every human being. To bring about the awakening of students of all temperaments, the Buddha taught a wonderful variety of spiritual practices. There are foundational practices for the development of loving kindness, generosity, and moral integrity, which is the universal ground of spiritual life. Then there is a vast array of meditation practices to train the mind and open the heart. These practices include awareness of breath and body, mindfulness of feelings and thoughts, practices of mantra and devotion, visualization and contemplative reflection, and practices leading to refined and profoundly expanded states of consciousness. To carry on these teachings, the Buddha created an ordained Sangha, which is now one of the oldest surviving monistic orders on earth. These monks and nuns who still practice a number of these Buddha traditions in the hundreds and thousands around the globe followed the Buddha through a life of reunification, but the teachings he left were not limited to renunciates. They can be understood and awakened in the heart of human beings in every circumstance, in every walk of life. The essence of these teachings is offered to you in this simple but yet profound teachings. I must say that the Buddha is in each and every one of you. The Buddha teaches stillness as one of the mainstays of practice, meditation, and mantra. There is freedom in stillness. You can find self in stillness. Even in the Christian faith, the Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God." Who can this great I am be? You can find the answers to this in the practice of stillness. I hope and pray and wish for all mankind that we together, united, find this truth out. In today's world, with all of the things that are currently going on, how can mankind survive without coming together, uniting as one? Through stillness, we will be able and capable to achieve this unification. My wish is that we all discover the secret of the Buddha, which lies in each and every one of us. I am Buddha. You are Buddha. We are Buddha. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with your loved ones and your friends. If you have any comments, please, again, feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. I do read each and every one of my comments. Thank you. I send blessings and love to each and every one of you. Take care, and I'll see you in the stillness. Thank you. Peace.